Hello, and thanks for joining us on another herbal medicine segment. I'm Dr. Sahar Nagibi, and in these videos I share my passion and knowledge about plant medicine that I've developed during my time at Naturopathic Medical School. So today, join me for a kitchen medicine session where we make elderberry syrup. Elderberry is a really important herb to know going into cold and flu season because it's a very strong antiviral and antibacterial and an overall immune system strengthener. So elderberry is unique in a couple ways. It can be taken as a tonic every day to help build resilience and strengthen the immune system to help avoid getting sick. But also it can be taken at the first onset of symptoms. Once you start noticing you or your loved ones with a little sniffle, you can sense something's right around the corner, that's a really great time to be taking elderberry. The research actually shows that in taking elderberry, it reduces the amount of days that we're sick, especially with the flu, and it shortens the amount of days it takes to get a full resolution, to get better, to get healthy. What you're going to need today is some elderberries, ginger, cinnamon, and lemon. Optional here, I have some astragalus and orange peel. You're going to want some raw, local honey, the liquid gold, and some good quality spring water. Water matters in medicine. Water in general matters, but we won't go into that today. All right, let's get started. So, welcome to my kitchen. We are gonna start off with our elderberries. You'll see all the ratios at the end. I am doing 6 cups. We'll do 6 cups of water. The first time I ever made elderberry syrup was with a friend and teacher, Eric Joseph Lewis, and he taught me to freeze the elderberries. It makes it much easier to come off the stem. And ever since then, I've been freezing my elderberries after I harvest them. So we have 6 cups here of elderberries. We're gonna add 6 cups of water. This is where the art to the medicine comes. There's no one right way to make it, but it's fun to add other flavors in. So I will add in a couple sticks of cinnamon, approximately 1 knob of ginger. Yes, that is a scientific term. And if I don't hit my head at the top of this by the end of this video, we'll call that a success. A couple orange peels, some astragalus root. In traditional Chinese medicine, astragalus is really wonderful for strengthening stamina, vitality, and really great for the immune system. And it gives a really nice woody and sweet undertone to the elderberry syrup. I'm gonna put in about a whole lemon. Wow, this is beautiful. Let me show you it. Let me show you this beauty we have in here. Okay, an important step. You're gonna need a tongue depressor or a chopstick, and this is why. We're gonna bring this to a boil, and then we're gonna bring it to a simmer. And our goal is to reduce the liquid by half. So we have 6 cups of water. We're essentially going to bring it down to 3 cups of water. So how do we measure that? That's where this comes in. Put it in and just see where your liquid line is. Have a pen and just make a little mark. I already made my mark. And just keep this on standby as you're simmering. It could be 30 minutes, it could be 45 minutes. It really depends on your oven. Your stove. And so keep measuring, and once your liquid line is to half of what you started with, that's when you're done and you're ready to come off the heat. Okay. So my liquid has reduced by half now. So I've turned off the heat. The next step is I'm going to strain it. So I like to have my bowl like so, put my strainer on top, my cheesecloth there. Now remember, we're going to end up squeezing, so there's no rush to get from this stage to this stage. Allow it to cool down a little bit. There's no rush. But let's take it off. Allow it to cool a little bit before we transfer. Something I like to do sometimes is when I see there's still some juicy medicine left in my plant material, I'll pour just a little bit aside to make myself a nice little tea while I'm making medicine. So I'm back, finished my dishes, brewed myself a nice cup of elderberry tea, and now it's time to strain. What we're going to do here is just get the last remaining bit of plant matter out. And now our next step, adding the honey. Elderberry will be one of the more sweet tasting herbs that we make together. So the amount of honey you add is really a matter of preference. If you're making it for little kids, maybe you'll want to add more than if you want to make it for someone who has a more refined bitter palate. So I'm adding about 2 cups worth. Next up, bottling. So you're going to want to take a sterilized glass and a funnel. And this is our final product. You can take 2 teaspoons a day as a nice tonic to help build the immune system, strengthen your vitality. You can just take it straight. It's really lovely, especially if you've added a nice amount of honey. You can also add it into sparkling water, makes a really refreshing drink. So, thanks for watching today on our kitchen medicine series, and we'll see you next time.